In this video, you're going to hear the sad story of little Rodney the Trump cultist. You see, little Rodney loves Donald Trump, or at least he used to. Well, he probably still does because he's a Trump cultist. Anyway, little Rodney loves Donald Trump. He would have done anything for Donald Trump to be elected. And he did. He supported Donald Trump as much as he possibly could. In fact, let's take a look at some posts from little Rodney before the election. Take a look at this here. Here is a post that little Rodney put on one of his social media accounts. Here you see a picture of his orange God King in a garbage truck. There he is, painted in his brightest shade of orange to match his vest. He looks like an angry Oompa Loompa who got assigned to the sanitation crew when what he really wanted was to work on the chocolate river. Seems that Willy Wonka screws him over at every turn. Oh well. Anyway, there he is in a garbage truck. And why is he in a garbage truck? Well, because he's a moron. He thought it would be a terrific idea to get a garbage truck, put his name on the side of it, and have someone drive him around in circles in an empty parking lot. You see, this is the kind of thing that mindless Trump cultists like little Rodney love to see. Trump is a real man, don't you know? Joe Biden would never have himself driven around in circles in an empty parking lot for a campaign stunt. So little Rodney proudly posted the angry Oompa Loompa garbage man picture on his Facebook page. And how about this? Here's another post from little Rodney. This time, he's proudly announcing to the world that he has boarded the Trump train and encourages others to follow. There's no information as to where one catches the Trump train or how much the tickets are, but if Trump operates his train service anything like he operates his other businesses, then you probably have to overpay in advance. And when you show up on the day of your scheduled departure, you would find out that the train is actually just a picture of a train, with Trump standing next to it, giving the double thumbs up. You are then informed that the picture of Trump and the train can be purchased for just $499. And if you don't buy it, then Trump will be personally informed that you have decided not to get on board the Trump train. And no doubt little Rodney and his fellow cultists would never want to disappoint their orange cult leader, so out come the credit cards to throw down yet another $499 for some worthless crap. I'm sure little Rodney will happily hang that Trump thumbs-up train picture in the spare bedroom that he had converted to a shrine in honor of his orange Lord and Savior. Anyway, the point is, little Rodney loved him some Donald Trump. But unfortunately, things didn't go so well for little Rodney after the election. Here's what he recently posted. Thanks to Elon Musk, I am now out of work. Of course you are, little Rodney. I have had a tough time finding a job these past few years. I worked for a company for almost 6 years and was let go when they decided to reorganize their company after another company bought them out. I was unemployed between January of 2023 and June 2023 until I was hired on with another company. I then worked with that company from All right, little Rodney, this story's getting boring. Let's get to the point. That company from June 2023 till September of 2024. Unfortunately, that company was also bought out and I was once again let go due to reorganization. Little Rodney, I'm not so sure if all of this is due to reorganization. You just might be an idiot. Just saying. Anyway, my wife and I had just bought a house in July of 2023. And when I lost my job in September, I was forced to file for a forbearance with the mortgage company. Aw, so sad. Note, I know that this may be too much TMI. By the way, little Rodney, to say too much TMI is actually redundant. TMI stands for too much information. So you don't say too much information. That makes you sound stupid. Maybe that's why you can't hold a job. Anyway, but I just wanted to point out how tough things have been for us. Let's see here. I was then offered a job with the Internal Revenue Service in October of 2024. That's good, little Rodney. There you go. And started working with them in January of this year. All right, sounds like things are going good. That is until Elon Musk and his Doge gang decided to enact this reduction in force for the federal government agencies. Oh, poor little Rodney. Today we had a meeting with our director at the IRS who informed our class of new employees that we were being let go due to the reduction in force initiative from the White House. Poor Rodney. This has caused a major strain on our current living expenses. Not to mention the number of unemployed federal workers, 70,000, is going to make things even harder for me to find another job. Yeah, I'd imagine so, and I bet a lot of those 70,000 are not idiots, like you appear to be, little Rodney. So it's probably not going to go too well for you. Anyway, I am not looking for any handouts, but I am asking in return for prayers for me and the other unemployed federal workers who all have families that we are trying to support. We are all more than just government employees. We are husbands, wives, sisters, daughters, sons, brothers, and grandparents. We have bills to pay, taxes to pay, and families to... Well, let me stop you right there. If you don't have a job, here's some good news. At least you're not going to be having to pay too many taxes. I'm just trying to look on the bright side here. Taxes to pay and families to raise, just like everyone else. We all deserve to be able to work and provide for our families. Sorry about the rant, but after today, I just had to get this off my chest. Aw, poor little Rodney. Fired by his orange god king. Although I did notice that little Rodney did not directly blame Trump. He blamed Elon Musk. I wonder who he thinks is responsible for giving Elon Musk the power to fire him. Well, that would be Trump. And who is responsible for giving Trump the power to give Elon Musk the power to fire him? Well, that would be little Rodney himself. So not only did Elon Musk screw him over, but so too did his orange Lord and Savior. And it wasn't just them, but it was also little Rodney himself. Stupidity has consequences. Little Rodney fucked around. And now little Rodney is finding out. So the moral of the story is don't be like little Rodney. The next time a fascist criminal who tried to overthrow the republic and promised to rule as a dictator is on the ballot, vote for the other candidate. The good news for little Rodney is that at least now, in his time of need, he can take advantage of social programs like SNAP and Medicaid to get him through this hard time. Just kidding. Trump is getting rid of those too. Sorry, little Rodney. Thoughts and prayers, idiot.